everyone, a warm welcome to all. Today it's about a powerful full moon and partial lunar eclipse on 28th of October in Aries, Ashwini Nakshatra at 11 degrees. And it is a partial lunar eclipse out of the three types of eclipses that we have. A penumbral lunar eclipse has just the shadow on the moon compared to the total lunar eclipse where the moon is completely covered with the shadow of earth. The impact of partial lunar eclipse will be in the proportion to the shadow it has on the moon. See here, this time only a small portion of moon is covered. So expect partial impact also of this lunar eclipse. But this lunar eclipse is significant for other reasons. Rahu is crossing Gandanta point this time, Aries and Pisces Gandanta, starting a new cycle through the zodiac the very next day of this eclipse. Rahu is going out of the sight of Saturn now. And Saturn is going direct in Dhamani Nakshatra on 4th of November. Nearly all the planets are connected in this eclipse. This signifies something important. Also, lunar eclipse offers a completion to things that have been going on since a very long time. The intensity of this event can depend on your running dasha, any close connection with Aries sign, and yes, 11 degree where this eclipse is happening. Otherwise, it is a good time to evaluate our personal growth and observe how far we have come in our life. And lunar eclipse is a doorway to become more aware of our suppressed emotions and express it properly. It is a perfect time to tune into our feminine side. It is best to channelize our sentiments properly. Otherwise, it can come out in a very rude manner. See, with full moon, there is lot of awareness on how we feel about things that are going on in our surrounding. Eclipse can make it more intense. It is more of our internal process and impacts us psychologically. It is best to listen to our intuition, stay calm, connect with our heart, feelings, and align with our higher purpose to bring an end to the matter at hand. Be careful with how you respond. As with lunar eclipse, expect a dramatic end of something major. Certainly, there is a feeling of insecurity, fear of losing our ground, and no stability. But this can be the first step in moving forward towards growth and expansion. But do remember, it's eclipse that creates shadow, darkness, however small it can be. It may cause progress in one area, but at the cost of some loss in another area. This partial lunar eclipse will start from the eastern side of Canada, US, and it will move towards Europe, Africa. The most part of Asia and Western Australia will be able to see this eclipse. The partial lunar eclipse starts at UTC time 18 hours. The midpoint will be at 20 hours 14 minutes and the eclipse ends by 22 hours and 26 minutes in the night. Further, this partial lunar eclipse belongs to the Saros 146 series, which reoccurs every 18 years. It is the 11th eclipse out of 72 eclipses in this series. And all eclipses in this series happens with Rahu. If we look back on the previous lunar eclipse of this Saros series, then we had on September 1969 in Pisces, Uttara Bhadrapad Nakshatra at 9 degrees. After that, in October 1987, again in Pisces, Revati Nakshatra at 19 degrees. These eclipses happens every gap of 10 degrees. Then in October 2005, it was in Pisces, Revati Nakshatra at 29.58 degrees. Now this is interesting to note here. This was the exact Gandanta point eclipse, the most significant one to give an impact and change. Do recollect your time back in 2005 October and the theme that was going on that time. There must have been some major start, some growth and expansion. Depending on your current time period, you can expect some similar kind of experience with this current eclipse. Now again this time, there can be some new start with this October eclipse in Aries Ashwini Nakshatra at 11 degrees, as both Aries and Ashwini Nakshatra signifies a new start. And the next eclipse after this will be in November 2041, again in Aries Bharani Nakshatra at 21 degrees. Your previous experiences can help you understand the impact of this eclipse, and now this time you know how best to respond and make necessary corrections if there is a need. This lunar eclipse is happening with Rahu. So expect growth and expansion in the matter at hand, where Aries is placed in our chart. And with Libra, you may experience some decrease or removal, separation, as Ketu is placed there. Also, this is the last eclipse in Aries and Libra axis. So expect some lasting results. In the lights of full moon, everything will be very clear. And anything, if hidden, that also can be seen. Rahu is known for exposing things. There can be a revelation of something hidden also. Be patient with any sensitive matter that you come across and handle it well. An eclipse generally signifies a time of revelation. It can disclose some new ways of thinking or a fresh path to reach our targets, some new direction. It can also be a breaking point where tensions can burst. Any frustration and hidden feelings can be amplified at this time. See, everyone is impacted here. So consciously remaining calm is the key to have control over any tough matter. Moon and Rahu both are in Ashwini, and that can bring a new start and even healing related to health, travel, or in our close relations. Now here Rahu will be at Gandanta point also, and that can open the tough notes of anything that was complex. This Gandanta can bring your answers, solutions, and resolve your problems to a long pending matters. Just like in 2005, as that time the eclipse was at the Gandanta point. Expect some culmination at some level with this lunar eclipse also. The focus will be to bring balance in relations, partnerships, making your brand, fulfilling your needs, but also let go wherever there is a need. It is not the time to control everything, but to sacrifice and move on with new goals and new ambitions. And with Ketu in Libra, The goal can be to get rid of what is unable to give us any progress in our life. So, having a balance between these two signs, Aries and Libra, can bring us smooth transition. The strongest point of this eclipse is Jupiter and Sun Venus sign exchange. Jupiter is close to Moon and is opposite to Sun. Jupiter is also having tight aspect on Mars and Mercury conjunction. Jupiter is still in Dhamani, and the lord of Dhamani, Venus, is in its own nakshatra, fifth from this Jupiter, and Uranus. Uranus, a planet of latest technology, innovation, and suddenness, is also opposite to all these planets, opposite to Libra sign. Uranus is close to Jupiter and is opposite to Mars, Mercury, Sun, and Ketu. This connection can permanently transform and can put us on a completely new grounds with some fresh start in connection with Aries and Libra placement in our chart. There are chances of major, unavoidable reset and reshuffling. With this lunar eclipse, we are kind of forced to make some room for new things in our life. It is not about our wish or choice anymore. The sooner we accept, the better it will be for every one of us to survive well. Certainly, there will be a struggle to balance both sides of the coins with the highlighted 1/7 axis of the natural zodiac. But these are movable signs, so the change would be easy and we can overcome any challenges with an ease. Secondly, the eclipse is in Ashwini Nakshatra, where Rahu and Moon both are in Ashwini. And Ashwini is Ketu's Nakshatra. Ashwini Nakshatra is a star of initiation. And whatever we start with this nakshatra, we can complete in a very speedy manner. Ashwini is a healing nakshatra and it's Devgan Nakshatra. Very auspicious. The deity is Ashwini Kumaras, known to be doctors, healer, and provides cure. They give solutions to our most complex problems. Ashwini can give good health, clears our confusion, and can solve any tough puzzle. What can help us here is to think deep like Ketu, reflect on self, go by our intuition to find our answers. Ashwini is capable to heal us naturally. Wherever we are stuck in our life, Ketu has a power to release and can give freedom from any block, mental, physical, or emotional. Presently, Ketu is in Libra, the seventh sign from Aries. It can bring some sudden change in our social life, in our close relations, and can change our world permanently. It can cut off the attachments that are not helping us to grow. Most importantly, Ketu can cut short our fear of loss. The purpose of this 1/7 axis of the natural zodiac is to bring balance to both the significance of Aries and Libra. With this lunar eclipse, our emotional confusion or any misunderstanding in our relation can come out in open. We would be more expressive about it. It is best to harmonize our needs, but considering the need of our partner and whatever is in front of us, give justice. This lunar eclipse can help us to achieve balance in our relationship, give us some lasting impact and awareness. An eclipse is a time for releasing, change whatever is not serving us. That is the most difficult thing to do on an emotional level, as any change may not come easily to anyone. And any change first happens at an emotional level only. So, if we are prepared mentally, make necessary changes in our attitude, in our approach, behavior, then everything can flow with ease. It is high time we take stock of our situation with regard to any old, dead emotional issues or even person or a memory with this eclipse. But be watchful of any insensitivity which can come in our action and in our communication with this eclipse. Let us see for each ascendant or moon sign what we can expect from this eclipse. Check the Aries and Libra axis in your chart, as that is the focus of this eclipse. For deeper understanding, check the eclipse degree. If any planet or your cusp is close to 11 degrees, then that's the area of your focus, irrespective of its placement, and it guarantees some event. It is also, the 11 degree is also the exaltation point of Sun. Notice the struggle of Aries and Libra axis in your life and their house significations where you need to achieve balance. This eclipse is one last chance for coming 18 years to resolve anything radically in your relations. A full moon and eclipse in Aries will increase your confidence tremendously to do things all alone. But include others wherever there is a need and try to create inter-dependency, which is the goal of this 1/7 axis. Start with Aries. For Aries, this eclipse is a big deal and can bring some major lifestyle changes for you. You might go through some major identity crisis within your relations. Now it is the time to let go of your old version and start working on making your brand, making your new image. There can be transformation in your beliefs, in your thinking pattern, or even in any addiction that no longer serves your highest good. Taurus, this partial lunar eclipse can expose the inner you, your hidden emotions. It can trigger your subconscious mind, your intuition, and your dreams. This eclipse can help you release any unwanted emotions. Reflecting on your life and having some time with nature can be the most beneficial thing at this time. Gemini, this eclipse can bring you rewards, more awareness on your social connections, your networking, social media, and also your friendships. This is an excellent time to reevaluate and let go of any toxic connections. Focus on learning new skills. Enjoy your time with your children, subordinates. Share your knowledge and even teach them. Cancer, this eclipse can activate your career, can bring you name, fame, social status, and success. Expect more and new responsibilities. Your talents will be recognized to everyone. It is the time for you to go on a new path or new direction in your career. Excellent time to reevaluate your work style, and bring work-life balance. Leo, this eclipse is all about shifting your overall outlook on life, on religious and political views, also the way you share and communicate them. It is the best time for you to go for higher education, or some new learnings, travel to distant places. You may also think of relocation, explore new things in life, and make commitments. Virgo, you may feel a strong desire for a radical transformation of some sort. You must have struggled to bring that change in your life. Be extra mindful when it comes to your health, your family, any financial matters, especially anything related to loans, taxes, or some shared joint resources. It is best to stay flexible, release any stubborn views or emotions that can be a block on your path of success. Libra, the eclipse impacts you equally like Aries, impacting you and your relationships, your partnerships, marriage, and any contracts. Expect big, sudden changes in these areas. It is the time to let go. There can be an end to a relationship, a business contract, or it can change your being single status. But do keep in mind that it will release you and can give you the most needed freedom from the bondage that was heavy on you. Scorpio, this lunar eclipse can bring a new start with success in your work zone. Also, it can bring discipline in your day to day work, your routine, and healing in any health related matters. Excellent time to manage work life balance. Have some me time. Invest in your own self. Do let go of any addiction or unhealthy habits and release yourself. Sagittarius, this eclipse can bring you a lot of creative projects and the most happening time for your achievements. You may get into developing some new skills, some new hobby or interest during this time. Trust your intuition and go for it. It is the time to make some new connections, travel to distant places, enjoy and spend some time with friends. Capricorn, expect major change on your home, family front, and in your career. Look for balance in both of these matters. There can be relocation, repairing, change in your home or vehicle, along with some new path in your career. Trust your intuition to decide on that. It can be very favorable time for you to resolve any family conflict or arguments. Aquarius, this eclipse can increase your stamina, your courage, can change the way you communicate permanently. Excellent time to reevaluate your bond with your siblings, your friends, and polish your knowledge. Go for new learnings. This time will alter your relation with your elders, bosses, and any father figure. Pisces, this eclipse can impact your earnings, family finances, and the way you deal with your family. You may have to reevaluate and look for more source of income. This is the best time to focus on your health and be ready for any sudden change or challenges that you might face. That's all about the impact on signs. To summarize, the lights of this full moon and this eclipse are on the Aries and Libra axis of our chart. Expect complete clarity in this area of your life. Release your stress, any confusion, and heal by dropping your barriers, any blockage that is self-created. Trust that any changes that happens during this time may bring some most awaited breakthrough for you, a new path for your destiny, giving each one of us some opportunity to have growth in our life where Aries and Libra is placed in our chart. Be open minded for all those changes Welcome a better lifestyle with the right approach, where the soul is growing to its next stage. Certainly, you will be in the new horizons with great awareness after this eclipse. That was all about this video. I hope this was helpful. Best wishes to everyone with this eclipse. Thank you for your time. Do write in your comments and your queries, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.